Oh hey, it's Sabrina. Alright, so new location again. Well, same bookshelf, except this time I'm sitting on the floor and not standing up. Bookshelf, this is my closet right here, and that's one of my dressers. But I don't know what I want to do, if I want to like sit on the floor. I usually sit on a chair, so I'm like kind of, I don't know, in the middle, but I don't know what's easiest. So let me know if you have an opinion on what I should do. All right, so this topic for Top 5 Wednesday is, I think, 5 books that are series that you don't plan on finishing. And this topic was too good for me not to talk about. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Coming in at number 5 is the Bad Girls Don't Die trilogy. I recently reviewed this and said that I may or may not continue the series, or the trilogy, but I've decided that after thinking about it, I probably won't finish it. I mean, I feel like the book was good enough to be a standalone. I don't really see a point in continuing it. I didn't love it enough to keep going. So that's my number 5 pick. Coming in at number 4 is the Selection series. So the first, I think, 2 or 3 books are about America Singer, the main girl who I really liked. And then the last couple books are about her daughter, and I just feel like she's really annoying and selfish and kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't love her. And so I feel like a lot of people are torn. Like, some people love that it's a continuation with her daughter and other people don't. I'm one of the ones that doesn't, so I don't plan on finishing the Selection series. I really love the first 3, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Coming in at number 3 is the Giver series. So I saw the movie, I was really inspired to read the books, and I did read The Giver and Gathering Blue, which I think Gathering Blue is the second one, and I really enjoyed them. I tried reading the third one, and it just was so different. It almost, to me, felt like it was a different author, and it was just, I didn't love it. I just couldn't get into it, and I think there's 4 books in the series, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it done, and maybe for some reason in the future, if I decide to pick it up, I will, but I will not be finishing the series anytime soon. Coming in at number 2 is the Beautiful Creatures series. So what happened was, I read the first like 3 or 4 books back to back-ish, and I liked them enough to keep going, and then there was a hold on the final book at my library, and I didn't like it enough to go and buy it, so I was like, okay, I'll wait. Well, I've waited forever, and as soon as my time came around to read it and check it out from the library, I was just like, no, I'm done with this series. Like, I could care less what happens to them. If you don't know what Beautiful Creatures is about, it's about like regular people living with I don't know if they're witches, but they have powers, and there's this girl named Lena, and when she turns a certain age, she has to decide if she wants to be good or bad. Well, it turns out spoilers if you don't want to hear this, if you haven't read the series, it turns out that she's both, so you're trying to figure out how she's gonna like save her town, and honestly, like, I don't even remember what happened in the last book, and I could care less if I finish it. And then the last book, or coming in at number 1, the number 1 book that I'm not going to finish, that I was just like, this is so not what I thought it was going to be, and I just didn't love it. And that is Rook by Sharon Cameron. This was a Perustopia book pick for the month. And to be honest, like, the Perustopia, like, no offense to them, but a lot of the books they've chosen are books that I haven't really enjoyed that much. And for that reason, I've stopped kind of following that book club and not participating. I love Reagan, but I don't know. I didn't love Rook, and a lot of the books they chose I just didn't love. So basically, this is about a sunken city that was once in Paris, and anyone who opposes the revolution are basically being killed. The Red Rook is a savior, and it's basically about this government that's trying to figure out who the Red Rook is. I got about, I would say, a third of the way in, and I just didn't love it. And I felt like it was kind of a dread to pick it up, so I DNF'd it, and it's gonna stay there. Unless someone can really truly convince me that it's worth finishing, then I'm not going to, because the rating for it on Goodreads is 3.7, and I think even Reagan and Sasha both said that it was an average book, and I'm not going to waste my time with a book that's average. I think part of the reason why I decided to DNF it was because I saw Reagan's review. If I hadn't seen any reviews or spoilers, then I might have finished the book, but I did, so I'm not going to. So that is it for this video. If you participate in Top 5 Wednesday, let me know. I am not super consistent with Top 5 Wednesday. I kind of just pick whatever topics I like and go from there. So this is my first Top 5 Wednesday in a few months, but I couldn't resist it. I love this topic. So that is it. I'll talk to you very, very soon. And of course, thanks for watching.